of years now. And does it kind of you see athletes who come through here and have success? Does it give you a lot of pride as well to see some of the students who've gone through the training program, and whether they're GAs or whatever, to go on and have successful careers also?
Sure, yeah. We've got GAs that have come back and become trainers here at our local schools. And, it's good to see them succeeding and doing the stuff that they've learned. And, and it's always great to see our athletes get back on the field too. So,
yeah, if you were given that 30-second elevator speech to a student who thought about, man, I'm not a great athlete myself, but I'd love to help others and find a way, what would be your speech to them?
Sure. I think if you have a passion for athletes and you want to spend some time, then going to FTSU, there's great degrees there. There's a graduate degree now there for athletic training, a great experience taking care of our athletes there, and then you can switch over to our high schools too.
All of that with our folks on campus and off campus at TOA. They're there to keep you in the game.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, welcome back to the Inferno tonight. Ready to go here for boys action between Blackman and Siegel. Let me introduce you on your starting lineups to Matt Rigsby. Siegel Stars tonight playing in the final game of the regular season. This from Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Number 0, Carter Webb, 6'2", senior guard. And he is the two-time defending District Player of the Year. Number 32, Lawson Lee, a 6'10", junior center. Number 11, Matthew Rice, a 6'6", senior forward. Number 5, TJ Irvine. TJ is a guard, and also, I guess you'd call him guard forward. And number 4, Damon Goring, a 5'10", junior guard. So for the Stars, it's Webb, Lee, Rice, Irvine, and Goring. For the Blackman Blaze of Barry Workman, they are 17-5 on the season, 6-1 in district play. It is number 33, Christian Johnson, a 6'5", senior post. Number 4, Garrison Eady, a 6'2", senior forward. Number 0, Braden Flowers, a 5'11", junior guard. Number 2, C.J. McDonald, a 6'2", senior forward. And number 32, Jalen McDonald, a 6'7", junior center. Well, center forward. He and Johnson kind of play off each other. But going with a lot of size tonight. McDonald, Flowers, Eady, and Johnson for the Blackman Blaze. That is a check of your lineups. Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. All right, about ready to go in this one. I do have a girls final tonight from the Laverne game, Laverne and Smyrna, and it was the Laverne girls victorious tonight. Already gotten down here on the wrong side of the score page. Here we go. Final score 47-42. Laverne a winner over Smyrna, so they get the season sweep. Laverne will finish 5th and Smyrna 6th in the district race. Lebanon defeating Wilson Central tonight, I think gives the Lebanon girls the number 1 seed. Stewart's Creek falls to Cookeville 51-37. So Cookeville will be 2, Stewart's Creek will be 3, Wilson Central 4. So there you go. All right, let's jump center and get this one underway. Johnson and Lee. And we've got a brief delay, and now the ball in the air, and it's going to be pulled down and controlled by Carter Webb. Webb to Goring. Siegel moving from right to left as we see it, or as you watch on Big D TV tonight. Here's a shot put up off balance, no good. Actually didn't draw iron for Carter Webb, but Goring with the rebound. Goring has it at the right wing. Back over near side to Webb. Webb gets a pick, drives to the foul line, dumps it back out. Lee for 3, no good. Long rebound comes off, and Flowers has it, bringing it down the floor. Braden to Johnson. Christian passes to Eady right side, inside to Jalen McDonald. Jalen goes up amongst the trees and scores.
It's going to be a nice battle to watch McDonald and Johnson go up against Lee tonight.
Webb to the foul line, to the left block, to the rack, and misses the shot. But they're going to call a foul there on Garrison Edey. So the first foul of the game. It also could be one of those games, John, it's a battle of attrition tonight. If we have a lot of fouls.
I would imagine it's going to be pretty physical.
Carter Webb cans the first charity toss. He's got another one coming up here. He toes the line, the second one, after another quick dribble is up and missed. So he hit one of two. 2-1. Your early score here is where you're just underway. Edey from the right wing. Popping out up top is C.J. McDonald. Over back to Edey left wing. He penetrates, turns, spins, kicks it way out to Flowers, deep right side. Back up top, Jalen McDonald to Edey left wing. Back to Flowers. Flowers' three ball is on the air, missed, and deep rebound goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Siegel. So Lee will tip it in. He played about a minute and a half. Now, on Tuesday, it was 18-15 Rockvale in halftime. So sometimes it's an ugly game when you play the Blaze. Rice drives in, lost control, now kicks it out. Goring for three. No good. Not a good shot there. Flowers to push it up the floor to Jalen McDonald, deep right side to CJ. Back up top, Edey. Kicks it out left wing, or in the deep left corner to Flowers. Jalen McDonald going to work on Lee, puts it up strong and has it blocked. It's mano a mano right there.
Absolutely. Good play by Lee, went straight up, got the ball.
Blackman will retain possession though, and inbound on the far in line. They get it into Christian Johnson. Christian may be a big key in this game if they're going to post Jalen down low. Flowers penetrates to the foul line, now flips it out. Here's C.J. McDonald for three, it's long. Rebound, Lawson Lee. Lee passes over to Irvine, who is in the game. C.J., he started tonight. He's wearing a face guard tonight as well, and that's new.
One thing they're doing, they've moved one of them, Irvine, or to where we can get the ball. He doesn't have to bring the ball up the floor. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And going up, losing the ball are the Stars. Here's Edey in transition, flips it out. C.J. McDonald turns, spins, cut off there, back to Jalen up top, left wing. It's 2-1 Blackman. C.J. make that Garrison Edey with a fadeaway from the left elbow, right elbow. It's 4-1. Blackman leading here, 4:38 to play, first quarter. Carter Webb pumps a three, misses. And a rebound, Jalen McDonald. Garrison Edey up the floor quickly and going up CJ and has it swatted away by Mr. Carter.
That was good timing because Carter was running behind him and just got a piece of it.
So coming into the game is Mike Bass. Bass is in for C.J. McDonald. So when you hear me say McDonald, it's for Jalen. He's the only McDonald in. And Blackman couldn't get it in time. Turnover Blaze. And the Blackman bench is furious. Siegel going to walk it down. No pressure here coming up the floor by the Blaze. Carter to Irvine. CJ passes over right side to Carter. Now Carter straight away. Webb looks inside, nothing there. They're doing a good job right now so far of keeping Lee blocked out. Lee gets a touch of the rebound but knocks it out of bounds. It'll belong to Blackman. Jalen McDonald is out and Rice is in. That is definitely not right.
No, that's
Jackson Keller.
Yeah.
Or Keller Jackson. Just looking at the wrong side there for a second. Not a lot going on if you're just joining us. 3:45 to play here in the fourth. Blackman's Edey drives, goes to the right block, just short. Keller Jackson fighting for the rebound with Irvine, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, his elbow was out of bounds.
Boy, that's tough.
Great effort there by him.
Sure was. So Siegel with the ball, and Siegel hasn't been able to really get too good of a look. Here's a chance for a field goal, which is no good by Matthew Rice. Not sure how many field goals they have, but they've only got 1 point at the free throw line. Edey, foul line, swish. Garrison Edey has 4 of Blackman's 6 points.
We got a starter missing for Siegel tonight.
Yes, I noticed that.
And he's a big rebounder. Good inside player.
See him in street clothes on the end of the bench there, Dorian Lyles. Damon Goring in the front court over to Irvine. And a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be running through the pick there. I think if that's on Edey, that's number 2, and it is. And Edey's coming out. Let's see. Cale Martin, the 5'10 freshman, coming in. Got to get shirt tails and stuff all settled in.
Edey was trying to work through a screen there. He kind of got caught.
Irvine to inbound. Near side end zone and into Carter Webb for 3. No good. Outside shot not falling right now for the Stars. Here's Flowers, foul line, bounce down low, and Christian Johnson can't control it. They work it back outside. Into the deep right corner. Flowers gets it to Keller Jackson. He goes up, gets Lee in the air, but then blocked from the other side by Damon Goring. Goring the flip, finds Carter Webb. Carter straight away, now penetrates, left block, goes up, kicks it back out. Cale Martin 3, swish! He always comes in and gives Siegel a lift. 5'10 freshman. Cale Martin with a big bucket there. Siegel down by 2. Minute 48 to play in the first. Bass right wing. Up top to Jackson. Keller drives in, gets to the foul line, flips it back out to Bass. Bass to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key. Takes the dribble, gives it off to Flowers, left side. Flowers slips on the floor, but right there is Christian Johnson.
Irvine helped him up. That was really nice.
Bass right side to Flowers. Bounce pass down low to Christian Johnson, back to Flowers, and a whistle. They're going to call the offensive foul on Johnson. Jalen McDonald is back in for the Blaze. Christian Johnson goes out. Garrison Edey not on the playing court here with 2 fouls. 6-4, Siegel could tie or take a lead here. And it's Carter Webb going up, missing the shot, but he's hacked.
Good drive, protected the ball as it went up. The only way McDonald could get to him would be to foul him, and he did.
McDonald left no doubt, that's for sure. So some big free throws here for number 0. The first one up and good. In fact, Carter has 2 points, and they're both at the free throw line. He went 1 for 2. Start the game. Rice is in as Lee goes out for a breather. This to tie the ball game from Carter Webb with 1:01 to play in the first. It's up and good. Jackson inbounds to Flowers. Pretty good battle back here by Siegel. Jalen McDonald bounces it down low. Keller Jackson trying to turn spin on Cale Martin, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the freshman from Siegel.
Well, Siegel is only 1 of 8 from the field, but it was a 3. They've stayed in it with free throws. They've got 3 points from the line, all by Carter.
It's not like Blackman's put up a ton of shots either.
They've only put up 6.
So they're hitting 50%. Here's Bass with a nice drive, putting it up off the left side. Nicely done by the junior forward for the Blaze. Blackman up 8-6. 34 seconds. Martin here near side at the wing. Between the legs dribble to the foul line. Nothing doing there, so flips it out to Carter Webb with 24 seconds. They're going to back it back out and go for 1. And I would be surprised if it comes out of the hands of Carter Webb. He'll start work in between 8 and 10 seconds. 10 seconds now, and he starts to the foul line. Right side, Martin thought about a shot, and he took an extra step. It's a turnover for Siegel.
Eagleville boys lead 20-5 at the end of the first quarter.
What was that now?
20-5, Eagleville boys up at the end of the first quarter.
Coming in is Messiah Powell for Siegel. Edie with 3, with 2. Edie down the floor, long pass up to Jalen McDonald. High off the glass at the horn. Count that bucket.
Great pass, great pass.
At the end of the first quarter, it's Blackman 10, Siegel 6 on State Farm Prep Sports.
For all of our local bird enthusiasts, Animal City in Murfreesboro has everything you need to take care of your feathered friend. Hi, this is Amanda from Animal City. Come do business with my family. Whether it's parakeet, cockatiel, finch, or more, we have a variety of beautiful birds waiting to greet you, as well as the cages, toys, and high-quality food to keep them happy and healthy. We have it all. Come see why bird lovers flock to Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big G TV. Brought to you in part by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, and Mills Family Pharmacy.
Blackman inbounds after taking a 10-6 lead at the first quarter break. Garrison Edie, left wing, 3 on the way and good. Huge 3 from Garrison Edie. He's got 7 of their 13. 13-6, plays up. Irvine with it now. Just across the time stripe to Cale Martin. Cale drives, goes up, left block, short. Rebound Flowers. Flowers pushing it up the floor. Kicks it out. Edie thought about a 3, now takes a step, drives for the 2, and it's good. And it's a big start here to the second quarter for the Blaze. Up 15-6, and Siegel needs a bucket. Carter Webb drives to the left block, now flips it out and intercepted by Jackson. Keller Jackson with the interception to Edie. Now here's a 3. Flowers! Probably going to get a quick timeout here, and you do, from Coach Rigsby. Wow, John, a 3, a 2, a 3 for the Blaze to start the quarter.
And everybody, you know what? Everyone thinks they're a real estate expert, but experience matters. And boy, nobody has more experience than Bob Bug and Stan Vault because they're old. But they also have a lot of experience. They've spent decades helping clients get top dollar fast. With Parks Auction's powerful marketing strategy, your property won't just sell, it'll sell for more. Parks Auction, we get top dollar for your property. Visit them at parksauction.com.
Couldn't ask for a better start to the second quarter, John, could you?
Well, that was really, and the reason they've sped up the game a little bit, they're getting the rebound and bringing it out and getting it down the floor in a hurry to get some open shots. But the biggest thing, Siegel can't buy a basket right now. 1 of 9.
Boys game with Rockvale and Riverdale tied at 13. Going to the second quarter on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. That is a big game. Rice gives it up to Martin. Back to Rice. Siegel desperate for a bucket here. Carter Webb drives in the lane, finds himself open and cans it. That's his first field goal. Dyson Elam in the game for the Blaze. Up top, Flowers. Takes it right side, now to Jalen McDonald. Jalen looks around, finds Elam. Elam bounce pass to Keller Jackson, working on Rice. Flip it back out. Elam takes a few dribbles and finds Mike Bass. Bass to Jalen McDonald, to Flowers right side. Flowers at the wing, now drives. He's going to be fouled by Irvine, I think.
McDonald on the pick.
McDonald on the pick. There you go. That's number 2 on him. He's going to come out immediately. And Christian Johnson in. So now we see the matchup with Lee and Johnson inside.
So far, offensively, though, neither one of them have been a factor up to this point.
Well, they're kind of canceling each other out,
right,
aren't they? But a different matchup here, so we'll see if that makes a difference. They work it to the right side, Goring. He gets in the lane, gets free, missed the shot. Crawled all over the rim, but wouldn't fall. It's a 10-point Blackman lead. Flowers to the left wing. They're moving from left to right as we see it or you view it on Big G TV. Bass to the right wing, brings it back straight away. Flowers left side to Keller Jackson. Jackson with a nice hook from the left block.
Oh, that's a nice move there.
It's his first field goal of the game. 20-8, Blaze. 5:07 to play in the first half. Carter Webb right side to the foul line. Turns, spins, pull-up jumper, good. Carter Webb, John, can take over a game, and he may need to tonight.
Yeah, he may have to. His compadre's on the bench with an injury or whatever, and that's a lot. That's about 20 points a game you're missing.
Exactly. Flowers from the parking lot dings off the rim.
Didn't get set there.
Irvine down the floor in transition to Carter Webb. Layup good. Webb with 9, and he's heating up in this quarter. He's got 6. 3 field goals. 20-12. They work it down low. And Christian Johnson too hard off the backboard. Lee with the rebound. Goring to Irvine. Irvine drives, gets in the lane, and there's a lot of reaching and grabbing going on. We'll see who picks up the foul. I think part of Siegel's woes versus Rockvale, John, the other night, where they bottled up Lawson Lee. Lee is scoreless at this point.
He hasn't touched it but once.
Correct. And it was a 3, wasn't it?
A 3 attempt, yeah.
Free throw good by Irvine. Let's see, Blackman brought in C.J. McDonald again, and didn't see who else came in. 2 went out, Flowers went out. Free throw in and out, hit 1 of 2. Ball dropped out of bounds by Blackman. It'll be Siegel's ball. Rice back in, he's in for Irvine.
They're giving it to Blackman, the ball.
Yep. So Edey has it at the right side to Keller Jackson. Turns, spins, goes up against Rice, reverses, and travels in that process. He tries to appeal to the official, and the official turned around, walked away, and said, no. Irvine going to come back in. We've also got TJ, John, who's playing with that. I don't know if he played the last game with it or not, but with that full face mask there. 7-point lead for Blackman. Here's Carter Webb, takes it to the rack, missed. Lawson Lee, they're going to say goaltending. He messed with it before it came off the cylinder. Rice in, Irvine out. So Coach Rigsby's swapping on offense and defense with those two, is what it looks like. 7-point Blackman lead. They've got the ball. C.J. McDonald up top. Christian Johnson. And threw it out of bounds. Threw it away, and Mike Bass was the intended recipient of that. Here's Carter Webb quickly down the floor. To the top of the key. Now backs it up between the rings. Pulls up from long range. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound goes out deep and knocked out of bounds off of Christian Johnson.
Carter Webb doesn't have many weaknesses, but if you're going to have him take a shot, you want him to take that long range jumper, because anything with like 12 feet, he's pretty deadly. Not that he can't shoot a three, but
sure. He drives, gets to the block, kicks it back out, finds Rice. To Martin, now back over near side to Carter Webb. Carter pulls up just inside the three-point arc. It rims out.
Good defense by Bass there.
Rebound, Johnson, and here's Edey quickly down. Edey, top of the key, Johnson, left side. Here's a three by C.J. McDonald that rattles but falls. It's his first bank three tonight, and the lead back to 10 for the Blaze. Damon Goring has it right side. Penetrates now. Lee from the foul line, bottom. First real open look that Lawson Lee's had tonight, and he nails it. 23-15. Bass has it, right side. Back up top to McDonald, now left side to Edey. Back to Johnson, top of the key, a nice bounce pass inside to Keller Jackson. Bass cuts through, goes baseline, clears it out. Looked over a three, didn't take it, but C.J. McDonald will. This one in and out. Rebound Lee. He was high over everybody for that one. Carter Webb with it, pulls up from three land. Yes, sir. First bank three for Mr. Carter Webb. 12 points. He's got 9 in this quarter. Bass working left side, back up top Keller Jackson. Underhand to Edey. He drives from the right side, down the lane, missed the shot. Too hard, a war for the rebound. Rice and Keller Jackson, neither will give in. It's a jump ball, and it will belong to the Siegel Stars. That draws applause. So with 1:37 to play here in the first half. Blackman up 23-18. He's kind of worried about the crowd tonight, but they seem to fill in here on the Blackman side for sure. Top of the key, Rice to Carter Webb. Webb foul line. No, dumps it low down to Rice, and he is going to be hammered by C.J. McDonald or by Flowers, and they better hope it's not Jalen. And it's not. It's Flowers. I said C.J., but I meant Jalen. So Matthew Rice, the senior forward at the free throw line, looking for his first points tonight, and he's got one of them. Garrison Edey back in for Bass. This to draw them within 3, and it's been a nice little run for Siegel. It's in the air and good. After that explosive start by the Blaze.
What a comeback.
Pretty good, isn't it? Flowers fires up a 3, and just like that, Braden Flowers with his second first bank 3 of the quarter.
If you don't get back on them, they're going to get that open jumper.
You know they don't take a lot of bad shots, and he was open. Irvine drives in the lane, an impossible shot. He was falling down on his back and hit it. Blackman with the ball, Flowers left side, way out there. Top of the key, Christian Johnson, 3 no good. He usually attempts 1 a game. That one does not fall. 35 seconds. Big trip down as the Stars trail 26-22. They're going to go for the final shot here, it looks like. So we've got 15 seconds here to twiddle our thumbs.
it's funny, Blackman got out to that big lead, but then Siegels had a good second quarter.
Carter Webb with 12 seconds begins his journey. Gets a pick, takes it right side, and double dribbles. So this is going to give Blackman 4.8 seconds. Plenty of time, and Coach Wertman already relayed in the play. It's Edey with 4 down the court. Right side, flips it out. A long three by Flowers. Off the rim, no good. Had a good look, but it was a very long three attempt. 26-22 is your halftime score as the Blackman Blaze lead here at halftime. Again, score is 26-22. We've got stats coming up for you in just a moment. You're listening here on WGNS to State Farm Prep Sports.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Murfreesboro firefighters are going door to door to ensure that everyone is counted in the special census. Every resident means more funding for roads, schools, and emergency services. Up to $3.5 million more each year. So don't wait. Fill out the mailer you received or visit murfreesborocensus.com. That's murfreesborocensus.com. Every name matters, including yours. Help us help Murfreesboro. Fill out your special census form today. murfreesborocensus.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Time for your halftime stats with Blackman leading 26-22. And let's look at the team stats. First of all, Siegel had 7 rebounds. Blackman with 10. Siegel shot 38%, 6 of 16 from the field. That wasn't great, but they did have a 3, and they've been to the free throw line 8 times. They're 6 of 8 for 75%. Blackman, on the other hand, has not been to the free throw line in the first half. They did shoot 60%, however, 12 of 20 from the field, and they had 5 first bank threes, which put them at least 4 points in front. Siegel also has 2 turnovers, Blackman with 2. Blackman led 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. They had an explosion, got out to 10, but then Siegel came back, and they've cut it to 4 here. 26-22. That's a look at the team stats. I want to quickly look at the girls' contest again. Won by the Blackman Lady Blaze 66-21, led by Lyric Mastins 32 points, 6 first bank threes for her tonight, and Neela Alexander had 7 for the Siegel girls. Right now it's 26-22, Blackman on top here in the boys' action, and we'll be back with a look at the scoring right after this timeout.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend to other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Lessons, we got that. Drums and every other instrument with strings or keys. Music World and Drummers Den. The one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. Ukuleles, violins, things that they're not expecting to find just everywhere they go. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course. Music World and Drummers Den.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
John Dinkins back with you, 26-22 here at halftime of the boys contest with Blackman on top. Here's a look at the scoring. Christian Johnson has not scored in this game. Garrison Eady with 9 points and a 3. Braden Flowers with 2 threes. Mike Bass with 2. Taylor Jackson with 2. C.J. McDonald with a 3. And Jalen McDonald has 4. For Siegel, Carter Webb leading everybody with 12 points. He's got a 3 in there. Really kept him in it. Lawson Lee with 2. Matthew Rice with 2. Irvine with 3. And Kel Martin has 3. And Brian, to me, it looks as if they're going to have a super night out of Carter Webb tonight.
Well, he kind of got going in the second quarter, John, but like we've mentioned here with Dorian Lyles unavailable to play tonight, that puts a lot of pressure on Carter, and I'm sure that Blackman knows that. If not, they're definitely talking about it right now, and I'm sure that Carter Webb is going to get a lot of attention, and what Blackman will say is somebody other than Carter Webb is going to have to beat us tonight, but Carter Webb can also take over a game, so it should be interesting to see.
It's a good point. Let's update our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. I do have the Eagleville boys score. They're leading 40-8 at half. And Brian, have you got any more updates?
Let me give you the girls' scores that we know from tonight. Cookville beat Stewart's Creek 51-37. It was Laverne over Smyrna 47-42. And also tonight, Blackman 66, Siegel 21. Central Magnet played last night and fell to Lawrence County 57-49. It was Oakland falling to Green Hill 50-30 this evening. Rockville 64, Riverdale 34. And Eagleville lost in overtime 45-41 to Community. And you got our halftime score. It was a first quarter score, Riverdale and Rockville 13 apiece. I'm sure that one's close to half. And those are the boys' scores that I have for you so far. We'll effort more as we go through the night, of course.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
Upgrade your home's comfort with Roscoe Brown and Carrier smart thermostats. Yep, they're smarter than me. Our cutting-edge technology learns your habits, adjusting your home's temperature for ultimate comfort, all while saving on energy costs. Experience the convenience of controlling your HVAC system. Just click of a button on your phone from anywhere at any time. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier, where modern comfort meets innovation. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. We're Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive.
John, there was one score I failed to give you a second ago. PCA a winner over Columbia Academy, 67-29. So PCA moves to the championship game. And PCA girls are playing, FRA. And if they win, they'll be in the championship game. Starting lineups in the second half in this boys contest. And both teams with their starters, Johnson, Edie, Flowers, McDonald for Blackman, Webb, Lee, Rice, Irvine, and Goring for the Siegel Stars. That from Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air. Winners are JHA Company, and there's a foul. And they're going to call that on Edie. That is 3.
Again with the picks.
John Edie picks up his third foul within the first 9 seconds of the second half. That changes a few things.
Yep. Kind of the equalizer there.
Maybe so. Bounce pass and stolen away by Flowers. Bad pass by Irvine. Tries the pass, interior pass, and CJ couldn't hold on to it, but Jalen's got it now. To Bass, looking inside. Nothing there. Mike's going to have to play some big minutes. Underhand toss to Jalen McDonald. Ball tipped out of his hands by Rice. Johnson has it. Left wing, CJ. They're moving right to left are the Blaze this quarter, or this half. Up top, Jalen McDonald. Back here near side, Flowers. Uses a pick there. Can't find an opening. CJ drives in the lane, dumps it low to Jalen. Has to flip it back out, and now Flowers open for 3. Boy, great ball movement there.
Well, McDonald realized he was double teamed down there and thought better of trying to go up. And Flowers wide open. Flowers are going to be big here.
Carter Webb with a 3, missed, but Goring comes down with the long rebound. Damon drives the lane, flips it out. Carter Webb for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound snatched down by Flowers. Flowers down the floor. Underhands it to CJ, and now he took an extra step. Coach Wertman not happy with the pass that was made to him. So it's been a little sloppy here the last couple of possessions. Webb over left side finds Goring. Damon has his pocket picked by C.J. McDonald. It's a race to the other end. C.J. goes up and scores. Boy, Damon Goring almost gave him fits, didn't he?
Well, you can't afford that kind of turnover there, Brian.
No. 31-22 Blackman. Webb now to Goring. Goring's 3, high arching 3, doesn't hit iron. And Jalen McDonald has it. Down the floor, Flowers. Finds Jalen, now CJ right wing. Back up top, Bass thought about it, now drives, gets in there, floater up, no good. Rebound snatched down by Lee, and they're going to call a foul on Jalen McDonald. Jalen a bit too handsy there, and McDonald picks up his 3rd foul. So John, Jalen McDonald and Garrison Edie both on the bench with 3 fouls for Blackman.
Yeah, now Keller's going to have to pick up some big minutes, and Siegel has not been, Blackman's not been to the free throw line tonight.
That's crazy. This is a time, if Siegel's going to make some hay, they should do it here now.
Right.
Carter Webb to Lee up top. Lee going to take a couple of steps, and he took an extra step in there, actually. And that is a turnover.
5 turnovers now for Siegel, 3 in this quarter.
Good defense on him collapsing to cause him to take an extra step by Blackman. 5:12 to play, third quarter, 31-22. And now it's a three on the way from Flowers, and he's blazing hot. He's got 2 second quarter threes, 2 third quarter threes, and it's a 12-point Blackman lead. This is as large as it's been, if I recall correctly.
You're correct. And without Edie in the lineup.
Rice to Cale Martin. Cale is going to be fouled by CJ. It's his first. Let's see. Looks like we've got some updates. Pass those along in a second to Rice for the Stars to the foul line. Got to get rid of it. Cale Martin, a pass high to him, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Flowers. Rockville leads Riverdale 27-22 at the half. And after the first quarter, Laverne over Smyrna 10-4. Why is the official at the scorer's table as I was looking down? That's the real question. Must be a clock issue. Trying to get the scoreboard updated here for us. Now inbound by Irvine. Carter Webb has it, left side. Takes it to the top of the key. Bass all over him to Lee, out deep. He drives in the lane, lost control of the ball, runs down the loose ball, now flips it back out to Carter Webb. Here's a floater baseline for Carter. It is no good, but there's a whistle and a foul.
Boy, a lot of fouls being caught on Blackman tonight.
Bass picks up foul number 1. And now another whistle. What are we discussing now? 5 fouls, so we're shooting the bonus.
I mean, we're only halfway through the third quarter.
Yep. And again, Siegel has not fouled. Carter Webb with the first toss up and good. He's got 13, leading scorer in the game. He'll have another one. And it falls through. Back to 10 is the lead. It's been anywhere from as many as 8 to 10. It was 12 at one point. It's been a 2-possession game at times, but Blackman has kind of controlled it so far. They've got the ball now, and C.J. McDonald right wing. Back up top, Bass. Finds Flowers here near side. Flowers doesn't use a pick, but throws up a big long three. No good, but fighting the rebound away is Christian Johnson from Lee and puts it in. First points tonight.
Isn't that crazy?
For Johnson, yeah. Deep left corner is where Cale Martin has it for the Stars. To Rice now right wing, Carter Webb. Finds Cale Martin in the corner, back to Webb. Looking at this tough zone. Long pass over to Rice. Rice looking in, trying to work it inside to Lee. Now Lee turns, spins, fadeaway jumper up, no good off the rim. And Keller Jackson gets out of a double team down there after the rebound. Long pass over to C.J. McDonald, drives, lost control there, so flips it back to Flowers. Bounce pass inside to Jackson, now out to C.J. for the 2. No good, got his own rebound though, goes up strong and scores.
That's 2 times now in a row the Siegel hasn't been able to pick up that rebound.
38-24. Lead now the biggest of the game at 14. 2:10 to play in the third. Rice to Lee. Lee fires up the 3. It's no good. Rebound Cale Martin. Back over to Rice. Rice, hook shot, bounces 3 times and falls. And we've got a timeout on the floor. And it's a 30-second timeout by the Siegel Stars. They trail 38-26. John, how about a final word from Parks Auction tonight?
Well, do you need to buy or sell property fast? Parks Auction is the name Rutherford County Trust. For decades, Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught have helped families, investors, and businesses with seamless on-site and online auctions. Call today for a no-obligation consultation. Parks Auction, we get you top dollar for your property. Visit parksauction.com.
John, let's see. 13-12 Smyrna over Laverne. 2 minutes left in the first. That one's at Laverne. They had senior night at Laverne, and apparently it was a really long senior night. I thought ours was long, but we're almost 2 quarters ahead of them. So
the Siegel has come out here in this second half. They're 1 of 6 from the field. The same, almost identical to what they did in the first quarter.
But John, they're still kind of hanging in there.
Yeah.
I know it's a 14-point deficit, but.
Well, it's 12, actually.
Or 12, yeah. Edey back in. Now Flowers from long range. Oh, my goodness. He is having a night.
Well, he had all day to shoot that ball. And even from long range, if you don't put a hand in his face or make him move a little bit, he can gun it.
He's got 15, all threes, 5 of them. Now Carter Webb answers on the other end with a gigantic 3-ball.
They did the same thing right there.
Timeout, Matt Rigsby. Timeout for us. We'll be right back. 41-29, Blackman on top on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and Renters Insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Length of the floor to go, and Siegel putting on some pressure here on the Blaze. Edey in the backcourt to Flowers. Long pass up to Keller Jackson now. Keller has it, bounces it to Johnson, deep right corner. Back to Johnson, now Flowers. Thought about a long three. Irvine there closely defending. To Johnson, looks inside, nothing there, back to Flowers. He takes it right side, now flips it, and Johnson drives, gets by Lee, and scores.
Big time move there. Just challenged the big guy.
43-29, 40 seconds left in the third. Rice back over. Left side finds Carter Webb. Webb flips it to Irvine. He drives, goes up, is fouled on the way. And if this is Edey, that's number 4. I don't think they're looking at Garrison, though. I think it's going to be Johnson. Nope, Keller Jackson.
Blackman's gone to a zone, and it seems to have helped, but they're still fouling. That was a good move by Irvin to the baseline.
He's going to have, he was shooting anyway, but they're in the bonus, have been most of this quarter, actually. That's the first, let's see, that's the 4th point for Irvine. If he can connect here, that will cut Blackman's lead to 12 with 26.6. Shot it and missed. Rebound Jackson. Siegel pressing. Flowers over to Edey. Edey, long pass up, finds Christian Johnson. The only person in the gym that can catch that, maybe other than Lee. Flowers has it. back up near the time stripe. Gets by Goring, puts up a floater in the lane, bounces it in. That's his first 2-point basket, and it comes at the horn. And it's a 15-point Blackman lead as we go to the fourth quarter here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and we want to thank you for 40 great years of good food and fun.
At Toots, we still have the same specials, the same quality, the same portion sizes, even after 40 years.
And we have the best kids menu in town.
And our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, and State Farm.
It's Brian and John here with you on WGNS Radio, streaming, and Big G TV, video streaming as well tonight. And Siegel with the ball, Messiah into the game, and that is Messiah Powell laying it in. 45-32, I should say. Blackman with the lead. Flowers to Bass in the front court. Bass in a little trouble. Now dribbles out of it. Long pass over to Flowers. Now finds C.J. McDonald. Playing without Edie at the moment. Garrison's going to come right back in here in a second, though. Work it down low to Keller Jackson. Jackson in the lane, puts up a nice hook shot. He's really got that down, doesn't he? 4 points tonight, 47-32. Here's Cale Martin trying to drive baseline, nothing there. And it's a three from long range. No good by Webb. Rebound Lee over to Cale Martin, this one long. And now the rebound going to be saved by the Blaze. Nice tip out, CJ. Coming down with it is Christian Johnson. Flowers across the time stripe. Up top, Johnson looks around, now finds CJ. They feed inside to Keller Jackson. Turn, spins. Double team, they flip it out. CJ McDonald for three. He's got 10 points, his second three of the night. Blackman has had an answer to every double team, it seems, John. Now Irvine fires it up from long range. It's an air ball, but here's Messiah Powell trying to go up. Ball loose, bounces around, and here comes Flowers out of there with it. Flowers down the lane. No look pass over to CJ for the easy one. That was a highlight reel. 52-32, a three up by Lee, it's no good.
Siegel starting to settle for the outside jumper.
Yep, and here's Bass on the drive, layup good. And this one getting away quickly. 54-32 Blaze. Cale Martin going to penetrate, glide in there, and he's going to be held by Keller Jackson. Second foul for him. Johnson and Bass go out. Edie and Jalen McDonald in. 5:33 to play in the ball game. Siegel needs a run. Rice to Carter Webb. Webb at the left wing, back to Rice in the corner. Fires up the three. And there you go, talking about settling.
Yeah. And the further they get back, the more they're doing it.
Edie has it now. Blackman going to set here. Jalen McDonald looking in at the top of the key. Nobody there. And now Cale Martin going to foul Keller Jackson over the back. Bass is coming back in. He's in for C.J. McDonald. And here's the inbounds. Edie to Jalen. Finds Bass cutting through, does Flowers, and bangs it home. Boy, he's been a huge spark coming in off the bench.
Yeah, they can't miss right now. They're red hot.
56-32. Messiah Powell with it now. Going to drive. Stops. Now pulls up. Shot bangs off the rim and tipped out of bounds by Blackman. Elam coming in. And going out Flowers. Christian Johnson coming in. Going out Keller Jackson. So Siegel will inbound with Cale Martin on the near end zone. Long lob into Carter Webb. Now Martin has it. Martin to Rice. Rice back to Carter Webb. Thought about a three. Now Martin will have a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Mike Bass. Bass to bring it down to Edie. Edie turns, spins, almost in the lane. Now dumps it low. Christian Johnson goes up and is fouled. If Christian Johnson gets the ball, John, in the paint, he's going up, isn't he?
Yeah, and you can't take it away from him. You may be able to foul him, but you're not taking the ball away from him.
Rice picks up his first foul. John, I only have Siegel with 3 fouls tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right, but it's got to be close.
It's very close. This is the first free throw attempt they've made.
Johnson hits the first. He'll be at the line for another one, and it's good.
The one thing about it, they've shot so many threes tonight, they haven't gone inside as much.
58-32. And I'm not saying that there's a discrepancy in the number of fouls called on one side or the other. I don't know that there really has been.
No, it doesn't. I mean, there hasn't been any complaint from Blackman.
That's true. Bounce pass goes out of bounds. It's a Siegel turnover. 58-32. We're under 4 minutes left in the ball game.
It's unbelievable how this lead has increased.
Huge run to
in
start
about
the quarter.
3 minutes, yeah.
They've had a couple of really big runs in this game. Johnson up top, now Bass left wing. Elam has it now. Just gives it up to Edie. Irvine going after the ball, and he's going to pick up the foul.
And now you're going to see the Barry Wortman work for the good shot.
Take all the time off the clock. Caden Avant going to come in for Blackman. RJ Biggers is in for Siegel, and Omar Compton. Biggers a junior and Compton a sophomore for this last 3:22. Jalen McDonald, right side, over near side. Johnson looks in, nothing there. Edie cuts through and drives, gets there to the block and scores. I have loved watching that young man play.
They've hit their last 10 shots.
That's nuts. Irvine goes up, crazy wild shot, no good. And the putback will not go for RJ Biggers, but there is a whistle. And there is a foul. Dyson Elam picking up the foul.
I think Coach Rigsby's about ready to give up the ship here.
Is he about to clear the bench?
Not clearing it, but he's getting all his young ones out there.
Free throw is good for Biggers. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Rockvale leads 57-40 going to the fourth quarter.
I can't figure out those Warriors.
Can't either. It was a closer game at halftime. Big third quarter for Rockvale. So 57-40. Rockvale wins that game. They're going to have second all alone. Here's McDonald driving to the right block and scoring. His 6th point tonight. Let's see if I have that right. Blackman would be 7-1. Rockvale would be 6-2. Siegel would be 4-4. They're going to make Jalen go out. He must have some blood on his shirt. He was shooting the free throws. So Blackman will bring Lathan Alsop in, and he's going to have to shoot the free throws. Riverdale would be 4-4. Second, or the free throw no good. Down the floor, here's a three pumped up. It's no good by Malachi Suttles, who's in the game. I'm trying to give you everybody that I haven't so far. Ball tipped out of bounds. Let's see. There's Braylon Turner coming in. CJ McDonald is back in. So I think I've given you everybody's name who's on the floor. Apologize if not, but I think so. CJ has it. Now the ball tipped. Ball loose and run down there by Suttles. He is a freshman for the Stars. Driving right side, shot up, no good. Biggers, 2:14 to play. Siegel trailing 62-34 here. Blackman on top. Edey has it to Elam. They work it inside, and nicely done there by Christian Johnson. Nice move in the paint. Siegel down quickly. Here's Compton. Omar gives it up to Powell. He's got a three on the way. It's no good. Rebound knocked around. Christian Johnson has it. Bounces it to Edey, and we've got a timeout.
Yes.
Just to allow subs in. So it's going to be a 30 charged to Blackman. They're actually going to take it, so will we. Stay with us on State Farm Prep Sports.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Jordan Dixon in the game. Gabriel Ramirez James in the game as well for Blackman. And Avant has it. Over to Ramirez James. They work it inside. Fadeaway jumper up, no good by Dixon, but Lathan with the rebound for Blackman. They work it inside again. Dixon in the paint, goes up, strong, a little short. Rebound snatched down by Compton. Down to Jordan Weddle, who's in for Siegel. Now kicks it over. A three by Compton, no good. Rebound in the lane, jumper up. Bounces will not fall for Biggers. And it'll be out of bounds. Siegel will inbound on the baseline. And taking care of that is Turner. They work it in, and a three on the way. No good by DJ Biggers. Siegel with the rebound. 36 seconds to play here. In the corner, Turner. Work it down low. The reverse lay-in is good for RJ Biggers, and a foul.
Brian, you probably faint when I tell you this, but that's their second field goal in the fourth quarter.
Are you serious?
That's their second field goal.
That's nuts.
They have 6 points here in the fourth.
Free throw is no good. Dings out of bounds, but it was last touched by Blackman.
And until the last 2 misses that Blackman had, they were shooting 100% in the fourth quarter. They were 10 of 10.
Biggers is going to lose the ball, and it's a turnover for the Stars. Running down the loose ball is Avant.
Shoot it.
He drives in the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul. And that's a number that I don't have. I need to find out who that young man is. And that's rare. 10 seconds, running out the string here. Turner has it, goes to the block, goes down to his knee, and a turnover called with 5.4. And they inbound, and that's going to be it. Final tonight is the Blackman Blaze, a winner 64-36. And before we leave you here on Big G TV, let me give you a few of the stars of the game. And for the Siegel Stars, 17 points tonight for the senior guard Carter Webb. That includes 2 threes on the night. Braden Flowers had a heck of a game for the Blaze, 17 for him. C.J. McDonald with 12, Garrison Eady with 11. Your double-figure scorers there. And with the win, Blackman will improve to 7-1 in district play. Siegel falls to 4-4. So Siegel and Riverdale will be tied for third. Rockvale has a firm hold on second place at 6-2. And Oakland will be the 5 seed in the tournament. So who plays in that 4-5 game is now up for grabs. I would assume, since Riverdale and Siegel split this season, that might be a coin flip. But we'll find out more about that in the morning on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner. But that's going to do wrap up our coverage here on Big G TV. Stay with us on radio and streaming. We've got the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
I just really appreciate Danny and his whole team. I always feel like I'm going to get great service and the right outcome.
You just don't find any better people.
He's always been very good.
We've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Murfreesboro residents, did you know our city could receive $175 per person each year in state funding? That's why it's important to participate in the special census. This is Mayor Shane McFarland. Listing everyone in your household helps us qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and other services. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com or use the prepaid envelope you'll receive in the mail.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
No new taxes, no cost to you, just more to Murfreesboro. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back to WGNS Murfreesboro Smyrna as our coverage here of the post-game show continues from the furnace at Blackman High School. It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Rely on the Ream Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or PrenticeAllsup.com. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. Well, it was a big win for the Blackman Blaze here tonight. Final score 64-36. You know, Blackman could maybe use the air part of Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. It's hot in here.
Oh, yeah.
Here at the furnace. But
I lost you there for a minute.
Well, that's part of the reason why I guess I'm losing my voice here tonight. But anyway, nice win here as we talk about our Dr. Automotive players of the game. John Carter Webb did the best he could, but, you know, the Stars did not come with, you know, a full team of their horses tonight.
No, that was a big miss for them not having him, but and Carter tried to do as much as he can, but they kind of singled him out there toward especially in the second half.
They did.
Kind of shut him down. Didn't get really any decent shots. And they went to a zone, which I thought was smart. Stop that penetration and drive into the basket. So
he had 17 on the night, including a 3. And, you know, Braden Flowers was just red hot in the third quarter. And I think that's when, well, it is when Blackman began to pull away. He ended with 17 points, 5 3-pointers tonight.
Yeah, he was the man tonight.
Yeah. So Braden Flowers our player of the game for the Blackman Blaze, and Carter Webb for the Siegel Stars. Our Dr. Automotive, that is, provide local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC mechanics that are certified mechanics and also master mechanics over at Dr. Automotive. Now, Danny and Randy and the entire staff out there, Danny's son Bo works there. They've just got a great staff that can work on foreign and domestic auto repair for you. All of your vehicle repair and maintenance needs, they'll take care of it at Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. John, I know you've got some interesting stats over there. What stuck out?
I do think that they went to the zone, and that really kind of affected Siegel trying to penetrate. But the fourth quarter, they shot 80% from the field.
Fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter. To add to that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They were 7 of 8 in the third quarter. So for the game, they shot 68%. You can't beat anybody that shoots 68%.
So in the second half, they missed 2 shots? Is that right?
They missed 4.
4 shots. Okay, counting that.
2 in each quarter.
That's crazy.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of it, I don't know, I think a lot of it was just plain hot shooting, and they had their way in the second half, really.
Well, there you go. A look at tonight's Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. And, it's that time of the year. Tax laws, you're thinking about that. You got all the W-2s, 1099s, all of that stuff ready to go. And it's like, how do you do this? I made the mistake one time when the newlywed got married in November, tried to do the taxes that first year. I got audited immediately. So I said, I'm never going to do that again. That's just how confusing that stuff can be. So get help with your taxes. And our friends at Craig's Tax Service, they're here to help you. They specialize in personal as well as business tax preparation. They do financials, bookkeeping services. They'll handle all of that for your businesses at Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233. And when my pal Lee Colvin says there are people that you can trust, I asked him about that, and he said, well, the number one call I would make would be Craig's Tax Service. So that says a lot. So don't forget Sir Pizza if you missed part of the game. The podcast will be up shortly. We'll have the audio and the video of both the girls and boys games on the podcast section at WGNSports.com. And don't forget your favorite pizza. You can order online, sirpizzatn.com, or from their brand new app. Just download in the App Store, and on the app you can earn points that you can turn into money savings down the road. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and on Memorial Boulevard. As we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show, John's got a look at the stats here. I'm going to let you do the scoring as well and maybe recap the girls' game for us.
All right, 64-36 the final here tonight. And Christian Johnson for Blackman had 8 points. Garrison Eady with 11. Braden Flowers had a big night, 17 points. Mike Bass with 6. Keller Jackson, I thought he played a nice game, 4 points for him. C.J. McDonald had 12 points, and Jalen McDonald had 6 points. For Siegel, Carter Webb with 17 tonight to lead Siegel. Lawson Lee with 2, Matthew Rice with 4, T.J. Irvine with 4, Biggers with 4, Powell with 2, and Kel Martin had a 3 for the Stars. Team stats, Blackman out-rebounded Siegel 25-15. That was big. That was huge in the second half. 10 of 38 shooting for Siegel, 26%. They had 2 threes tonight. Blackman 28 of 41 for 68% for the game. And 9 threes. So there you go. Siegel 11 of 14 from the free throw line, 79%. Blackman 2 of 3 for 67%. And turnovers, Siegel had 7, Blackman had 3. In fact, Blackman played about the perfect game. They got in foul trouble a little bit, but the bench did a really nice job coming off the bench for them tonight. Let's see. In the girls' game, the Lady Blaze won 66-21, led by Lyric Maston with 32 points, 6 threes on the night, and Sam Garner had 9. And Siegel was led with Neely Alexander with 7 points, and Kylie Evans had 4. Final in that one, 66-21. So a sweep for the Blackman Blaze tonight here from the Inferno.
Well, John, the District 8 4A standings, Blackman girls will be the 1 seed, Rockvale will be the 2, Oakland the 3, and a tie for 4th and 5th between Riverdale and Siegel. All that means is who wears which jersey in the play-in game. And on the boys' side of things, Blackman is 7-1, Rockvale 6-2 in second. Siegel and Riverdale are tied at 4-4. So I do believe, since they split, if I remember hearing Michael Voss right, I think that goes to a coin toss. We'll find out. They have a district meeting tomorrow, and Oakland will be the 5 seed in that tournament. We've got a lot of postseason ball coming up, John. It's going to be a busy week next week and the week after and the week after and right on through mid-March, looks like. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah, Bill will be glad to help.
He is going to definitely be along to help us part of the way, and looking forward to that. I guess let's get out of here, shall we?
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
All right, here's a look at the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard as we wrap up tonight. And it was Providence Christian girls beating FRA tonight, 42-12, so they move on to the championship game. Nice win for them, so PCA girls and boys both in the championship. These are girl scores now. Cookeville 51, Stewart's Creek 37. It was tonight Laverne beating Smyrna 47-42. By the way, also in district play, Lebanon 61, Stewart's Creek 47. In District 8, Blackman a 66-21 winner. Last night it was Lawrence County defeating Central Magnet 57-49. Oakland falls to Green Hill 50-30 this evening. It was Rockvale a winner, 64-34 over Riverdale tonight. And in District 9 girls, it was an overtime loss to Fayetteville, 45-41. Now to the boys scores that we do have, and this is a final. Providence Christian 67, Columbia Academy 29. Halftime, Smyrna and Laverne tied at 34 apiece. And yes, that's the most recent score. They had a long senior night at Laverne. And our final here tonight was, you've got my sheet, John. What was the final in this game? Sorry. I didn't write it down. I apologize. I'll get that to you here in a second. Also, last score was Rockvale 57, Riverdale 40. So it looks like Rockvale is going to move on and win that game. And it was 64-36 in this game. Did I read that even right? Yeah, 64-36 as Blackman gets the victory here this evening. And you were trying to tell me Eagleville, and 81-17 the final score there. So there you go. All of the scores in a haphazard way, but we got through it here on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Many thanks tonight to Jackson Smith back at the station, our studio producer and producing radio and the video there. Our cameraman on site here tonight was the one and only Connor Hayes. For John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett. Thanks to everybody here at Blackman for their hospitality. We'll see you next week at Rockvale for district tournament coverage as we move on to the postseason. So long, everyone, until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio